Good morning. How do y'all do today? I'm in the midst of trying to make some dangles and some tags. This is one I've already gotten started on. It's the Cape of Florida Lighthouse. There's a map on the back. You can untie it here, undo it here. Maybe I can undo it there. Maybe not. Let me turn this light out of my face because I can't really see well with lights in my face. That's the reason why I can't drive at nights because I don't see good. Anyway, here's this right here. And you can take it apart. Maybe not. But it's got a writing space on the inside of it. Right? And you can write in it. You flip this down, you write in it, flip it back up, put your little doodlocky back on it, your little tie back on it. This may or may not be the tie that I leave here. But hey, soul sister, how you doing, darling? I'm just working on some dangles and some tags, and this is one of the tags that I'm working on. I'm going to make some what they call cluster dangles, and I saw it on a video. The lady's name was Ann, but I don't remember her last name. I barely remembered her first name, okay? And there's that one. So I haven't finished deciding on what I'm going to put on it yet. So I just got a bunch of junk and it's all laying on my table, and I'm going to make some dangles with paper clips, and you know how that goes. So anyway, I got a waterways book at the thrift store that had maps and all that of the Florida waterways. This is Biscayne Bay, West Shore. Is what this one is. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my paper clip box, and I'm going to open up my paper clips, and I'm going to grab me one out. See the big one? And I'm going to take and figure out where I want it to be, what I want to show. Okay, and so I want it to come to about right here. And I'm going to tear it. And I like to have it kind of big. I agree with the lady that showed this. I like to have kind of a lot of area covered on that paper clip, and I like it to kind of be a little bulky. So, got to figure out, this is the top side. So, and I got to figure out what I want to show. So I want this side to show on the outside. So I'm going to start wrapping from this side. And I'm going to fold it over just a little bit. And I'm going to put me some glue right here. Can you see what I'm doing? No, all this paper's in the way, right? Anyway, I'm going to take and move this over. Yeah. Well, this one here is not going to be a hidden paper clip. It's going to be a dangle. I suppose you could make it into a hidden paper clip. Let me see this right here, because see this little hole in here? I can't see it very well, so I'll have to guide it with my finger. I do really good on guiding it with my finger, as long as I don't poke myself and holler out at ouch, ouch, ouch. I usually don't poke myself, though. I'm just going to say, get back in there. Nobody asked you to jump out. Paper's being difficult today. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad. And you just keep wrapping it and keep wrapping it, right? And let's see. I got this little drawer from Cindy. I think she charged me $1 for it. And I like this little drawer. Of course, my paper gets all in the way over here. I got to get this paper straightened out. But I got something in here somewhere. Not that one. Maybe in this one. Yep, there it is. See, I knew I had it someplace right there. What's stopping me now? Something is always stopping me. Get in there. Now, anyway, there goes my fan. It wants to jump off on me. And I just dropped it. So gotta figure out where I put my phone so I can see where I dropped it. Oh yeah, my phone's in here. I got a little uh, a phone because my phone kept messing up and I never did get any uh, YouTube. I didn't get any of my YouTube things. So, oh my goodness, I'm just dropping everything down here. Ain't I? Anyway, that was supposed to be in a package. Your package should be there Monday, it says, sister. Guess what I did? I don't see it down here. I guess my glasses keep falling off on my head. I guess we're gonna start that one over. Okay. Anyway, I got me a little phone that will match up with my G7, which is a good thing. I'm gonna set that phone right there. Guess me gonna start again, ain't I? That's all right though. I don't mind starting again as I'm working on. Oh, and I made this earlier today. It was a die cut, and I just of a dove, and I put it together, and it made a double die cut. So someone had sent me this really pretty. Well, I guess my light's not going to work on it today, but somebody had sent me this really pretty piece of um, wallpaper. I don't know who it was. I've had it for a while. I've just been putting it back and waiting for something that I wanted to. So I made a double image, like it's a mirror image, to put in something. If I don't use it somewhere else, I'll send it to somebody, I'll put it in Happy Mail. Maybe somebody else can use it. Um, well, I guess I'm going to start it over. So I've got this dove here too that I'm going to find a paper to go behind. And this one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It's made of vellum, so you can kind of see through it. So I may use a book page behind it. But it's kind of cute, don't you think? So what I did was I took that one dove and I cut it to where they would match up right here when I cut the next one and made the double on it. So that worked out pretty good, I thought. Let me lay that up there. I keep putting stuff down here in my way. I really do. These are the gears I got to put in my journal for Rick. I've already die cut these. I don't know if you saw them laying out there. These are gears because, like I said, he was considered to be a gear jammer because he was a truck driver, long haul truck driver. So let me put these over to the side. And since he was on the road a lot, these paper clip dangles that I'm working on are supposedly going into his journal. And he was my sunshine, so I made him a sunshine to go in his journal. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep it in his journal or not. So if I don't, I'll put it in something and send it to somebody for, you never know what you're going to do with stuff, right? You just end up doing it, right? Yes, they would. You want to see the dove itself? I've got them right here. These are corners. Aren't these cute corners? They're good size too. These are good size corners. That's a thing that let's see. Where you at, dove? Okay, here's the white dove. Isn't that pretty? And this is the one that I made with the vellum. So I can take it and put it on a different color paper and it show up. Let's see. Any other time I'd have all kinds of stuff laying here that would show up on the blue and show up, put it on white, and you just kind of put it whatever you wanted on, or I could just put it over this one like that, and it would kind of it would have kind of like a image on an image kind of thing. I guess. Can you see it? Oh, my fan's blowing things away here. Point back up there where I had you. Oh, it gets hot in my room, so I have to have this little bitty fan. So I plug in this little bitty fan, and you see that? I don't know if you can or not. But what I like about the vellum is that you can put it over anything and see it, and then you kind of have a I don't know, an overlay image, but you can't really tell it's an overlay unless you look really close. So, anyway, that's that. And let's see, I've got a couple of doves that I've cut, and then these are corners. This is a lotus blossom, and this is also I'm not really sure whether that's a lotus blossom or not, but it has a butterfly in the center of it. I don't know if you can see that. Um, that's a dove. This is another lotus blossom. These corners go like and to hold the corner of a page. They go on a corner of a page. Aren't they pretty? They're quite large. They're much larger than my other ones that I have. I think I have the smaller ones. I put the smaller ones in Rick's journal when I cut them. No, that's not it. Anyway, that's where I'm at with all this stuff here. You don't want to see all this stuff, do you? Anyway, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I just decided there was nobody else on, so I'm just going to pop on here right quick. And if someone comes in and says, hey, that's a good thing. You know, it's always nice to have somebody to talk to. Don't feel like I'm talking to myself then. And this one says we go good together. That's another little thing. Beth sent me this. She didn't sign it, so I don't know if she made it or not. But it's a envelope where it's an envelope, a junk mail envelope with she made it into a shaker. Isn't that cute? It's got butterflies and crosses and sequins in it. That's cute. So I'll probably put that in his journal. All right, now let's throw that over there. Get me another one out. I got lost one. I'm good at being fumble fingers today. I'm just being honest with you. Today my fingers are fumbles. Okay, so I don't want this white part on it at all. So I'm going to cut that down. I'm going to save that roughly part because I like that roughly part to put on my my what do you call it? A gel plate. I like that roughly part on my gel plate. That's kind of cute. Uh, when you lay it down there and then you put another piece of paper over it and rub it down and everything. Let me move my legs around because I'm getting crampy over here. Let's see. What do I want? Do I want it blue? Yeah, let's do it this way. And depending on which way you tear your paper, is whether you'll see that white part or not. If you tear it towards you, then the white part's not going to show. If you tear it away from you, like this part was away from me, you're going to see the white part on it. So I'm going to have to tear this part away from me so it match. I kind of like that white part, don't you? Don't let me get boring on you. It's okay. I'm sorry if I'm boring. Um, I fell yesterday, so now my neck and shoulder are hurting, but I'm okay. I'm not broken anywhere or nothing. So I'm doing good. Okay, that's yeah. And see, I want to show this part, so I'm going to wrap from this end. So there it is. You see if I can get my glue up in here. My glue is so stubborn. It's going anywhere. Well, it took the little snozzle off of it. I guess that's all right. I can do it this way, right? Maybe. Well, it's not going to work, so I'll have to find me another glue. I'll figure it out later on that one. I'll have to find that little snozzle and pull it out of there. Okay, that's all right. I got another glue. I got glue. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you. I got glue. Now, whether I can get it to come out or not is a whole different story. Yep. When I get through with these, I know I've got one of them things. Well, we're going to use this paper clip to be my glue opener, I guess. I need me a stopper for this glue because this glue here is just one of those that, oh, my great grandkids got a hoe too and lost my top to it. So now let's find us another clip. I got clips. I'm telling you, if I lose 1,000 clips, I think I still got 1,000 more to go. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. Maybe, maybe not. I'm having more trouble with this glue. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. Today's just not my day, maybe. That's okay. Every day's my day that I have a breath in my body. So, I'm starting me another journal that is going to be a faith journal. And it's going to be about hope. Because that's the last thing, my husband and I used to read the Bible together before he passed away. Every day we read the Bible, right? We read in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night together. And that's the last thing we discussed was hope being a faith word. And so he asked me, he said, did you know hope is a faith word? I said, yes, I did. And I thought, surely he knew that because he was raised since he was 2 weeks old in the church. He went to Church of God. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not. Let me know if you can't. Oh, yeah. Weather gets to me too, believe me, sister. Believe me, sister. Yeah, so I'm doing a study on hope. Come on now, get on in there. And she found these really pretty, the lady that, she found these really pretty paper clips at the thrift store, a box of them. And not paper clips, but safety pins. And they were all different colors, green, pink, yellow. So, you could, and she made these dangles out of them. Okay. Now, where did I put that? I know I put it. I threw it up here. That's what I did. I should have just, maybe I put it in this bowl over here. Yes, I did. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little gadget right here off of it. It's a little screw-in thing. I'm going to take that loose. And I'm going to throw that in here because it is. And I'm going to glue that down on there. And when I get through with that, I'll put a dangle. Come back here. I'll put a dangle on the bottom of it, and I'll put a bulb pin on the top, and I'll have several of these little dangles And I marked on myself, and I ain't even using nothing to mark with. Anyway, I'm good at stuff. Anyway, um, and there's the first piece. Don't you love it? Do you ever mark on yourself when you don't mean to? Even if you're not marking on stuff? Okay, let me get that one. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to see what you think of what I sent you. Of your, yeah, I know you've seen them because I showed them to you, the squares with the roses in the center, but they look a whole lot different in person. Okay, which one do I want showing? I don't guess it really matters on that one which one I want showing, does it? Anyway, I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to let it get tacky a little bit because, you know, it is tacky glue. I like it another one of these doohickeys out. I'm going to put this right here. Fold that over. Come on now. Fold over. Thank you. Get in there. I like to put them through like that to where they're kind of clipped onto the paper clip. And then I start to roll it because it holds on better that way. I didn't do the other one that way, and I should have, because doing it this way, you can actually keep it tight and keep it from slipping so much. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do that. I need some place to put that bottle to keep it from rolling around. I lay my bottle on the side when I'm doing stuff, because if I don't, the glue all goes back and settles at the bottom. And I roll it a few times and then I put a little strip of glue on it to keep it from. Now, when I'm done with them, I'll come over here in my lap. I don't know. When I'm done with these, if I don't have anything like this on it, and I may still do it anyway, if I don't, and I may have done that one too small, which I guess that's all right too, right? Because I can put a dangle on it and it'll be fine. I can put a dangle on this end of it and, you know, make it look pretty, I guess. And then there's that one. And I've got these, I got this, I've never seen this before, but it's Mod Podge Extreme Glitter. And you can't see anything but the shine of the glitter on the paper. But this one here, I've got two of them. I got one that's gold and one that's iridescent. So I think I'll probably use the iridescent on these. And then when I get these put together, I've got a Coca-Cola can, because Rick's favorite drink was a Coca-Cola and iced tea. So I'm going to take that Coca-Cola can and I'm going to dangle it from the bottom of it. And I'm going to put them together in a line and let them just swing. You know. And that's what I'm doing with these. These, I got to, see, I need this one a little wider. And this one, it really don't matter, I guess, if I show the, where I tore it or not on it, because it's red all the way through. His favorite color was red. It was a real pain in the butt. But then what do you expect from a truck driver, right? Not much. Let me make it just a tiny bit smaller, I think. Because some of these I just want dangles on, and I don't want the whole clip to show, but I don't want it not to show either, because I want people to see what it is. and what's made of it and stuff like that. And there's me another piece to go on something else, right? Okay. And like I said, I like to use the larger pieces. And like you see right here, this piece is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a little over 8 inches, about 9 inches long. So, or about 8.5, about the same size as a page, 8.5 by 11. So I need to break this down a little bit. Where'd I put it? There it is. I need to break it so that I can, so I gotta tell this paper what I want it to do here. I want it to be able to curl because this is a cardstock. So you take it and you curl it some to be able to get it to form to what you want it to. So you got to break the fibers down some in it. You probably already know this, so you know it's okay. I'm bossing this paper. I'm the boss of you here. Yeah, you got to boss paper sometimes, you know. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to run it through here. And I'm going to take this glue. I'll put it right there. I'm going to bring this back up here. I'm going to throw it in this hole. I'll throw it in there. I have this little Cajun friend. She's a real sweet lady. And she goes, I throw it over there. Over there. Over there. And she's from Louisiana. And her husband's from Mississippi. And so they get along good. She said he's a little preacher man. She married her a preacher. Her daddy wasn't happy with it because she was raised Catholic, and she married a Church of God preacher. So he wasn't happy. He never would call Emmett Emmett. He always called him Emmerich and everything because I think, well, I quite frankly think that he thought it was an irritation to Emmett. Emmett didn't care. At least he didn't call him ugly names. You know. So, they're really sweet people, though. Emmett and Barbara have been friends of ours for a long time. Emmett was the minister at Rick's funeral, or at his wake. We didn't have his wake until December, and he passed away in October. Reason for that was because our daughter couldn't get here to be here until then, so we waited. This is a little harder to work with, this paper. So, and this is the one I'm gonna get the Coca-Cola can and dangle from it, I think, because it's red. And I may figure out some way to put a white stripe on it, like a swirly stripe on it, like it's a Coca-Cola. Or I may just take this and dangle it here and dangle another one here. And because that one's got the really long piece on it, I may put the Coca-Cola on the bottom of this one. I don't know yet. But I'll get there one day. Yes, I will. Yep. I'm gluing my doohickey to the paper. My stopper to the paper here. That's true. Jesus is always the same. He doesn't change. You know, it tells you right in the Bible that Jesus don't change. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever. You know? So, you know, he don't change. You have to excuse my big nose. I have to get really close to read. I have to get really close to my computer to be able to read. I got to figure out a way to put me something here that I can read what people are saying so I can see what they're saying without having to stick my big nose in the way. See my big nose? Anyway, so I'm thinking about putting me some dangles on this and just using this for my stopper because it goes in there really well. And if I do that now, that won't work because it'll just glue itself in there because it's not big enough. So anyway, oh well, that'll work someday. But it works to clean it out. Okay, here you go. I got plenty of. I got plenty, but I did see this thing on one of the shorts on what do you call the things on oh shoot um yeah, they do the reels on Facebook where they had taken and dyed the bottom of this girl's hair blue and the top of it they left natural. I'm thinking about doing that with mine and dyeing the bottom of mine gray. What do you think? I'm thinking about doing that to mine. Maybe pink. I don't know. No, I'm really not that. I'm not that far off yet. I've done burgundy. That's as close to a different color of my hair I've ever done with burgundy. Now my granddaughters, they've done pink and blue and gray and purple. And I told my one granddaughter, she's black headed now. She's supposed to be blonde. So which one? Which pup? Um, which pup are you talking about, sis? I don't think I have it in here. I may have it on my face on here somewhere. Is it on my Facebook? Yeah, we lost my cousin. Her daughter died not before last. So anyway, I'm not sure which one you're talking about, but that's okay. He cuddled lots of pups. Okay, he had there was Gizmo and Sparkles and Junior. He cuddled all pups. He cuddled all of them. The only one he didn't cuddle is the one I've got now. It's because his Gizmo, he passed away in December. He passed away December 19th, and Rick passed away in October. Our Gizmo, we had him for over 10 years. Gizmo would have been 11 years old. So we had him a long time. He had a long, happy life with us. Um, but he cuddled Gizmo and Junior. Junior was a part Winnie dog and part Gizmo was a Maltipoo. He was chocolate brown with I used to say he looked like a brown Papa Smurf. But he was a Maltipoo. He weighed 4.5 pounds. Junior weighed 5 pounds, and um, he was kind of a brownish looking deer looking dog. He was part Chihuahua and part Winnie dog. Um, Sparkles was just a little pretty little dog. She was part Chihuahua and part something else. I don't know what her mama was, but Sparkles was a black and white spotted little girl. And that's the three that I can think of right offhand that you might have seen him cuddling. You might have seen any of them cuddling. Yeah, I had people trying to buy my gizmo from me. Okay, they told me I had one man approach me because Gizmo used to go in my purse. He would be in my purse, and I'd take Gizmo in my purse with me. Uh, and he was a Maltipoo, and he looked like a little Gizmo, you know. And he was a sweet little thing. He was just as gentle. But when he barked, he lifted himself off the ground barking. He barked so hard. He was, "Arr!" So anyway, it was so funny to watch him when he would bark, and he didn't bark very often. He was a very quiet little dog, and um, he was a Maltese, and the lady that gave him to me, she paid a lot of money from him for him, and but then she couldn't keep him because she moved in with her husband and his dad, and her they lived with his dad for a long time and took care of him. And his dad said no to animals. So, um, I'm going to try one of these little frilly ones on here and see how it looks. What do you think? I ain't never tried a frilly one on here, but I'm going to try it. We'll get this thing straightened up, maybe. Let me set this down a little bit so I can see. You see that better? Maybe that white's too much for you, but if I use my black one, I have the Tim Holtz black mat, and I cannot see on that thing. So I just keep it underneath of my table and says someday I'll be able to afford to send it to somebody that needs one. But for now, that thing would cost way too much money to send it to anybody. And, you know, but I would love to be able to give it to someone. I know people say, well, you need to sell and you need to do this and you need to do that. But, I'm just not a seller. I just don't do selling. If I can't use it, I'd rather give it to someone that can. Um, I don't know. God just didn't make me to the person to be a salesperson, I guess. Um, I just wasn't meant to be a salesperson. That's all. And that's okay too, right? I know the money's already been spent, and everything. And Rick bought me that mat. And when he brought it for me, I could use it. But as my eyes got worse and worse, um, I haven't been able to do my crocheting like I want. I got a whole bunch of yarn I need to get rid of because there's just no way I'm going to use it. Um, I would love to, and before my eyes got so bad to where I couldn't, um, then I could use it just fine. So it looks like a little hula girl, don't it? Can you see it? Looks like this little hula girl. Maybe I need to put a little girl's head on it. Anyway, there's that one. So, what are you doing today, sister dear? Yeah, me too. Me too. I prefer just to share. I really do. I prefer just to share. So, I got these dies. That's one of the reasons why I decided to do die cutting, is because of the fact that I can't see very well. So I'd rather just die cut and uh, use dyes. So, because I don't see very well to fussy cut. So most things, if it's sent to me, if it's not something large, I just put it in just as well as I can into whatever I've got to put it into without fussy cutting, because of the fussy cuts, I just can't see to do it. So it's like this right here is being stubborn with me. It's being plumb stubborn. I never did find your deer that I liked so much to draw it. I wanted to draw it and put it in my sketchbook, put it in my album, but I never did find it. It's the one with all the curly curls on it. It's a Christmas one. It's got all the little curly curls on its antlers. and all that. I never did find it. So I guess I'm not going to be uh, copying it. I'm not going to be sketching him or her because, reindeers, everybody knows it's women that pulls us away. Girl deers that pulls us away, right? Everybody knows that. Because reindeers, the boys don't have antlers, only girls. So doesn't matter if they have boy names on Santa Claus or not. There's another little map one. So here's the ones that I've done so far. Want to see the ones I've done so far? There's the ones I've done so far. I think they're going to come out kind of cute when I dangle them all together. And I just got to find my dangly stuff. But I can use a small one like this to dangle them all together for now. Just to see how I want to put them on. You just, maybe not. Stretch that out a little bit. And this is why I'm doing why I call them a dangle cluster, because it's kind of like clustering them all together and dangling them out. See? And then when I get these done here, then these right here, I can dangle them and make another set of them and dangle them off of each one of these. Let me see if I got some more small ones. I got some big ones, but I don't have any more little bitty ones. Oh, well. Oh, maybe. One more little bitty in here. I got a little bitty in here. Hey, there's another little bitty one. Another little bitty one. Okay, so if I take these right here and I put them on here, come here. Figure out which side I want up. That one I want up because, well, that's the way the words are going. That's how I figure out which way I want them up, right? The good thing about sliding them on like this, and then I can take and say, I can dangle this one to right here on, oh, come on and behave. Maybe not. There we go. And which, it'll be a shorter thing on it, but this is just kind of showing you what I'm talking about doing with them. And just kind of dangling them down like this. And also another thing is that when I dangle them together like this, the good thing is, I got that one. Let's do this one. Yes, I'm talking to me and you both at the same time. And they kind of dangle like that. Whenever I get done and I paint them with the Mod Podge, they're going to have a little sparkle to them. And then I got to make this a dangle to go on this one, but it may just be the Coca-Cola can that I dangle to it. You want to see my Coca-Cola can? It's over there. You have to give me a minute and let me go over there and get it. But I got a Pepsi can and a Coca-Cola can, and Michelle Wall sent it to me. So, but what do you think so far of these? I mean, I need to find me some things to go on these. I haven't decided what I want to put on them to make them come to life yet, kind of like that right there. I haven't decided what I want to put on them to come to life yet, sister. So what do you think I should do? And I'll probably come back and get me another one of these and put it on the other side, because if it flips backwards, you can't see that it's on there. So what do you think? Do you think that'd be good? Okay, I don't mind going and get it. It's just right over here. Of course, I may have a crafty lunch on the way, but you know how that is, right? Because I've got everything stuck everywhere. You know how that goes. Stick everything everywhere. Let me move this box, because I usually set this in my chair, because this is a box I work with all the time. This is die cuts that I work with all the time. So, that's how it goes. Definitely need that. That's on the can. Maybe not. Yes, what you have here is a bunch of beads rattling. Maybe. Maybe I should put some eyeballs on it. Some wiggly eyes? What do you think? You think I need wiggly eyes on it? Maybe not. Now I gotta figure out where I done put it. I moved it on myself. Where'd I put it to? So, maybe it's over here. I don't know where I put my can at. Thought I had it in this another box. Okay, so anyway, here's another one of these that I'm going to put on that one. But my cans ain't in here. Where did I put my cans? I got to figure out where I put my cans, sister. I put my cans down somewhere. I don't know where I put them. But then I may put some wiggle eyes on them. I think it'd be cute with little wiggle eyes on them, don't you? Rick would like that if I put wiggle eyes on it. Check out the wiggle eyes. Oh, I got to make my cats. Oh my goodness, I forgot my cats. I got to quit forgetting them cats. I got to make some cats. Them chompers. Them wonky chompers. You ever watch Kim Fulton? Yeah, I done lost my cans in my safe place. I'm good at it too. I'm telling you, I'm good at losing things in my safe place. You get over here and put back where I keep you because I can't find you when I need you. Well, I have put my cans in a safe place because I just surely don't know where I have put them. They're probably over here under everything. Hang on just a minute. I'm going to look at these little gadgets right here, though. Because these little gadgets may have them in it. Let's see. There's all kinds of paper clips in that one. Ah, there's my cans. I knew they was here. I knew they wasn't far. Because I don't ever go very far, you know. All right, let me put these over here. Put Mod Podge back out of my way. Okay. I got Pepsi Cola and Coca-Cola cans. So I'm thinking about putting a Coca-Cola can on the dangle for him. Come here, Coca-Cola. Can you see it? Yeah, they are. Oh, hey, Beth. It's good to see you here, darling. Well, I'm working on some dangles. some cluster dangles. Have you done cluster dangles, Beth? You haven't done cluster dangles. I have never seen you do a cluster dangle. So I'm doing a cluster dangle. I may not be able to do clusters very well, but I'm going to do a dangle here. Okay, so here's this right here. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. There it is. There it is. I knew I'd had it out here. I knew I pulled that thing out. Let me pull that thing off. My pliers out here. Now, throw that little do gadget back in there. Them drawers have been the best drawers I ever got from anybody. I got them from Cindy. And she sold them to me for $1, I think. And they have been the best little drawers I've ever had. They are the most handy little drawers. Handy drawers. Handy drawers. Okay, now let me find that. There's that. That's the one I want to put it on. The hula skirt girl. One. Beth is really great at doing clusters. But I ain't ever seen her do a cluster dangle. So guess what? I'm doing a cluster dangle. Now I got to put this somewhere, somehow, on something. Get on there. Let me show you what I'm doing here. All right, there's that little dangle. See? Now look at there. What do you think? Let me put this little go gadget right here on this. You want to do a trade for cluster dangles, Beth? Oh, I know it. That's why I watch Beth. I don't say things every time. I don't say nothing every time, but I do watch. So, what do you think? See, whenever I do this, when I actually get it done, I'm going to use I'm going to use my bulb pins to put it together with. So what do y'all think about that? Is that okay? I need to find me something to put on this one. I'm probably going to put Google eyes on this one. What do y'all think about Google eyes on them? See, they need to be decorated up. I've got this one decorated so far with the sunflower. I keep bumping it, don't I? And the other ones I got to figure out what I want to dangle, put on them, and then I've got to think about some beads. I've got beads and I've got different things to put on them. But I'm going to use, of course, these are a little long to be making the dangle with, but I think it's kind of cute on there with the paper clips. What do y'all think? Well, no, it wouldn't if you don't put them together. If you don't put them together and you just, and like take these off and just put them to the side. This you wouldn't be able to because it would be, but don't put them together and they'll lay flat. They're paper clips. So, I mean, you just couldn't put something, like this can on them, but I'm putting the can on it because this is the dangle that's going on Rick's journal. And you don't have to wrap them as thickly as I have these, but you can, and then they can put them, you can add these little things in because these are kind of flat, they're kind of flat, and you just take and put them on on, and you can make these, and they'll be kind of flat. They'll be a paper clip, you know. So it would be, all it would be is a paper clip. So I mean, it wouldn't if you wanted to. I mean, if you put it in there like this, yes. But if you take, say, a piece of cardboard and you lay each one down, and you take a piece of tape and lay it down on it, and it would just be flat and it would go in an envelope. But if you put something, say, like this, or you put it together like that, then it wouldn't. But see, like, if you wanted to add wiggle eyes, they're not all that thick, and you could just lay them down on a piece of paper, um, you know, and really and truly, it wouldn't be. It wouldn't. It would really would not be too thick. It would not be considered a package. You couldn't add anything too heavy to it, of course. But this right here, I doubt it. I doubt it will weigh an ounce. It's not that heavy. It's just paper and paper clips, except for this and this. That's it. You know. So yeah, I know they are. It's because they have, because of all the restrictions that have been laid down on them. You notice that a lot of times when you send out mail, people are getting stamps that are not run through the machine. You know. But see, the thing is they're hurting their own jobs by doing that way. They really are, because the postal service is paid by the government, and the government gets paid by them, right? So I mean, it's one of those things. But I mean, it wouldn't take much to do this, because by the time you take these longer things off, and you add, say you didn't want to add this second row, all you'd have is 3 paper clips and whatever dangles you want to add to them, or whatever pieces you want to add, like these right here, and just lay them in the envelope and let them glue them on, because not any of us. Oh, oh, I know, they will, but not any of us don't have glue. One of us, somebody's got glue in this family of artists, right? Somebody will have glue in this family of artists. If not, you know, uh, get a little plastic baggie, squirt some glue in it, tell them to squish it to the bottom corner, clip that corner, and use it like a piping bag and put glue on there. It wouldn't cost any more. I mean, it's just the way it is. I mean, but I can see what you're saying too, because packages do cost. Um, I gotta get Vanessa's address. Is Vanessa's address in your Facebook group, Beth? I need to send her um, a card, because until the 17th, well, the 11th, I'm going to my heart doctor. The 17th, I have my next procedure and everything. So I don't know. From here on out, I've just got to be very careful, and yeah, it's just something to think about. Something different, something new. Uh, so it was just something to think about, because I don't have very many people in my group. As you can see on my videos, I have like 300 people, I think, and because of when I can come on, I don't get to come on very often, because, well, everybody else has spots, and they take up time, and I don't want to take up their time. So um, I just come on whenever. Like today, there was nobody on, so here I am. Yeah, I mean, it's just a new way of figuring out a paperclip dangle for your journal, and that's what we're about, is using what we have, right? Michelle Walls sent me the Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola cans. I thought they were just the most darling things. And she sent me the sunflowers. But the Google Eyes, I'm thinking about using. Let's see. Oh, I'm because it was just a kind of a guy that would make people laugh. And this is his journal. So I'm trying to think of things. So I'm thinking about Google Eyes on them. What do you think? Google Eyes? No, you think of you want to think about people and how they do and how they acted when you knew them, and you want people to remember them with fond and happiness and everything. So I guess I'm gonna use little Google Eyes on it. That's all right too, right? If I use little bitty Google Eyes. Maybe these are a little bit larger. I'll see. These look a little larger. No, they don't. Never mind. It don't matter. I'm gonna put Google Eyes on it. Get over there. I'm gonna put googly eyes on it. What do you think? I keep laying my tweezers down someplace. I probably knocked it off somewhere. I'm gonna pull a Beth and lick my finger and pick it up that way. See? What do you think? So, what do you think, Beth? Am I being creative enough? I haven't wanted to be creative in a long time. It's been real hard. So, I decided to be creative today. Or as my daughter used to tell me, creative. Creative. Oh, wait a minute. I need to put more Google Eyes on it. I'm trying to put Google Eyes on the front and on the back. Because if it flips around, you can't see the Google Eyes. It's like I did this one. I'll put Google Eyes on both sides. I'm just going to sit there for a minute first, though. Let me lay them down right there. Let me turn them over because I'll be done lost them Google Eyes and looking everywhere for them. Is my screen wiggling? I tell you what, I haven't wanted to be creative in a long time. And I'm sorry for that. But I'm not going to quit because this is my outlet. This is my outlet, y'all. And once you put it together, you can still work with it. If you decide you want to put something else on it, you want to do one thing or the other thing, you want to put something else on it, it's okay. You can still work with it and let it dangle because, like I said, it don't weigh very much. I'm going to take my finger and pick it up like Beth showed me to do. Like you showed me to do, Miss Beth. There we go. And I got Google Eyes on one side and Google Eyes on the other side. So no matter which way it flips, you can see them Google Eyes. Oops. I done knocked off my Coca-Cola. Just hit the floor. Oh, well, I'll pick it up in a minute. So anyway, let him sit there and that's what I'm doing today. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing today? That is a perfect little, Beth, I took those stamps out of that envelope and I did not know what they were that you sent to me. And I had to sit there and look at them for a minute and realize what they were. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. They tell me that losing a child is about equivalent to losing a spouse. I don't want to find that out. I don't want anybody to find it out. And so I don't talk about it much. But I'm sorry. I should, because I was told I should talk about it. Oh, look at there. I found it. I knocked them off, and they went kaboom onto the floor. Let me get back in there. So I throw them in my drawer. I throw them in here. And my friend would say, "Protseva." I know it's not an ugly word, but I still don't know what it is. She was from Louisiana, like I said. And she used to say something like potty Ann or something like that. I'd say potty chair. What you talking about potty chairs for? And she'd get tickled at me, you know. We used to have Bible studies every day. Every morning, me and her would get up before anybody else, have coffee and something, you know, a glass of tea, a cup of coffee or something, and we'd have our Bible study together. We'd get on the phone. And she used to get tickled at me because I wouldn't know something and I couldn't figure it out and she couldn't figure it out. So guess what? I'd call my preacher and say, "Hey, help!" And that's what I like about my pastor. He was there anytime, day or night. You call him, he gonna answer that phone. Mm-hmm. Brother Burton. Whoop! I lost an eyeball. It's on my finger. Just looking at you. You know, an eyeball on your finger might be handy. Have an eyeball on your finger and look around the corner and you see if there's anybody coming that you don't want to see. Grab that, run back, and you know. Run and say, "I don't want to see that person. Let me run the other way." So, what are we doing tonight, Beth? Are we doing anything interesting tonight? I hope so. Of course, they're going to sit there until. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do this one right here. I'll lay these over here. And I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. 6 envelopes. Right. And I got these papers to go on them. There's this side and this side. So, take 6 envelopes. I'm not really crazy about these because they got the flat top on them, but they'll work. Lay this to the side. I'm going to glue this right here. Come on. I stood it up, didn't I? I am not crazy about this big old glue bottle. I'd rather have a small one. That is I have to do for now, right? And I'm going to take this one and put it here. There. Right. And it takes 6 envelopes to do this one. And it's, what do you call it, meandering book? Meandering envelope book when you're done. Beth, it says your package will be there Monday. Whether it will or not, I don't know. It depends on your postal service there. You seem to have a really good one. I mailed it off and they said it should be there Monday the 8th, which is Monday. So, along with Marty's. Marty's should be hit to her Monday. I hope y'all like what I sent you. Hope it's useful to you. I finally got my car going so I could take my mail to the post office. So everybody's getting their dolls that I was supposed to send dolls to. I apologize for being so late with it, but when you got no way of going, you just got no way of going. And I needed to have it weighed and all that kind of stuff to send it out. So that's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, now with these right here, okay, they're going to be, this is going to be a meander book. You see it's 6 envelopes. I'm going to fold it back on itself. Okay. That one's going to go that way. See? Like that. And then this one's going to go this way. Okay. Then I'm going to choose the paper, like this paper right here, to put on it. And I'm not great at measuring, so y'all just going to have to look over it. Took me a while to get those things out, and I do apologize for it. I really do. It's not intentional. I promise. Not an intentional thing. I'm gonna line this up, and I'm gonna take this little. Where'd I put my do gadget? There's my do gadget. Take my little do gadget and smooth it out, because that'll smooth the stuff out. Noticed I did put the put it on the envelope, not on the paper. There's a reason for that. Here. That's so that I don't glue my pocket shut. Here lately, I've been kind of sick, so I haven't been getting up too early. This morning, I felt pretty good. Yeah, that one. Like that. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to do the rest of them like that. Put that where you belong. October is 20s and December's ATCs. Is that what you're saying? You kind of want to get them together because you want to figure out what's going to be what. I should have done this with the first one, and I didn't because I don't like measuring, but this is working out okay, I guess. Can't see the cut straight with nothing. Okay, let's see. This little gadget. These little gadgets right here come in so handy. Okay, so it's my decision, right? To see if I want to put it this way, which they match because of the colors and they're the same kind of flower that's on it and everything, right? And they match right there. Or I can go ahead and make it look like the same thing, which I'm not crazy about doing that. So now that's the same one, just about it. I might take this one. Come here. I can find my cutter upper. I don't know if I can find my cutter upper or not. I got everything pulled out here. I won't find my cutter upper on that one. Okay. Probably see it better on this side. I'm going to cut just to the line that I folded. Just to the left of it. Cut that. And then I want that piece on there. Hey, Margaret. How you doing? I'm working on an envelope journal. A meandering envelope journal. It takes 6 envelopes, any size you want to use. This is just the size I have. Let me show you. Okay. And it unfolds like this. Okay. And I'm putting paper on them to cover up. And this is going to cover all the way up to this next envelope. And they're going to be back and forth like this. And when I do this, I have this little piece of paper. Nope, not that piece of paper. This piece of paper. That can go over there. That will fit this right here. I will glue this to this. And I will probably fold this one in half. Like this. Because this is not part of the envelope. It's the extra off of it. And I'll slice it. And I will glue this to this one. And I'm going to cut it at an angle to make the flap, because these little bitty flaps just ain't pretty. You know, they just ain't pretty. And then when you get it all done, it's going to have to, and see, I might be able to pull that up. Since I use this kind of glue, I might be able to pull it up and do it anyway. But when I get it all done, I'm going to drop it on the floor like I do everything else. Got the dropsies today. Y'all have to look over me. So that's what I'm doing. It's called a meandering envelope journal, which I'm going to take this right here. And this is how I put this on. Because I got to see if my dangle's ready to play with some more. I have to let its eyeballs that I glued on it, come together. And you just kind of get your little messy rag here so that that's my messy rag for one thing, and this is a messy rag for another. And you just kind of wipe the glue off of it because you don't want to glue it shut. Right? Right. And then you flip it over like that. That over. Where did I put my do gadget at? And I moved my do gadget again, y'all. And y'all probably see it, and I probably don't. But that's okay. When I can't find my do gadget, I use my scissors. And I usually always keep up with my scissors. And then I take this little piece and I glue it right down through here. Right? So I gotta open it out, get my messy rag, and I wipe the glue off. Take that. There's my do gadget. My scissors was laying on it. No wonder I couldn't find it. Y'all notice I painted the end of it black so I could see it better. Still can't see it better. And so whenever you get through putting all your little papers on it that you want on it, you can flip through it this way. Then you flip it over and you flip through it this way. It's a meandering, and then if you want to, you can just open it all the way out and decorate it the way you want it. You have your pockets that you put things in, and these are kind of flimsy envelopes. I got them at the dollar store, at the Dollar Tree, of course. Get back over there. But whenever I put these pieces on them, when I put the extra paper on them, this is paper that you would use for scrapbooking. This is some of my scrapbooking paper from days gone by. I have a whole tote full of it. This is over 20 years old. My papers are. Let's see, these are kind of different. This is pretty much the same, but this has got daisies on it, and this one's got kind of like poppies, and they kind of match together. See, and this are kind of the same on that side. So it depends on what you want to use on which one. As you can see, each one is going to have a different one. And as you go along, you can just put it on there, even it up. And I don't really want it like that. Well, I don't really want the other piece like this under here because I want it to be different. So this is where I'm at with it right now. And I want to take this, put it right there. I'm going to cut it just to the left of that. Make sure I've got it right. Slide it under there. And voila. That's how I measure, y'all. I don't measure well. I don't see my numbers well. That's why I can't use the black Tim Holtz mat that I have. And then there's that's going to go there. And I put it on the envelope because I want to cover that part. And if I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Hello. Yep, kind of like a flip-flop pocket. You're right. Bye, Marty. Take care. See you later. Enjoy your day. And so each pocket will be a little different. Don't glue it together. Don't be like me and glue it together, y'all. But when you open it out, you've got different things, and you're going to have different papers on it, of course, and you're going to decorate it the way you want it. And it's just going to be pockets this way and pockets that way. When I go to put these on, however, I can only glue the three sides because that's going to be the pocket this side, you know, like this. It takes some time to do this one, for me anyway, because of the fact that, well, as you can see, my eyes aren't very good. So here's the dangle that I'm working on. I think my eyes are going to stay on it a little while now. But I got one with wiggle eyes. I got one with sunflowers. This one I haven't put one on yet. That's got a Coca-Cola can that goes there. I dropped it in the floor. Uh-oh. Yeah. And see, they all dangle. And I've got them all on paper clips, of course. And I got to figure out which paper clip's supposed to hold them up. There it is. There's the one that dangles them all together. I put whatever I'm putting on one side, I'm putting on the other so that if it flips over, you can see it. And welcome to everybody that's come in. It's just I decided to get in here and play for a little while. There wasn't nobody else on. And I just was going to work on some things. And, well, I've been here for a while, so I'm going to be going. And I'll see y'all all at Beth's tonight. And thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. And y'all have a great day.